Okay, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so last class we were seeing the uh, marketing orientations, marketing concept orientations, or which is otherwise known as the marketing concepts. So we saw the first three marketing concepts are the traditional marketing concepts, which was there in the olden times, like production concept, product concept, and selling concept. All the three concepts, the companies which followed these three concepts, they suffered from marketing myopia. Then the modern marketing concepts we saw: marketing concept, customer concept, societal concept, and the new one, that is the holistic marketing concept. So the modern marketing concepts are also known as customer oriented concepts. So they do their marketing, they manufacture their products, they design their products, and they sell their products all according to customers' needs, wants, and demands. So that is why it is called as customer oriented concepts. So whatever they do in their business, it is all to satisfy their customers' needs and wants. So then we saw the societal concept, where the company has to not only take care of the company profits, it has also to take care of the customers' needs, wants, and demands, satisfy them, and at the same time, it has to take care of society's well being. That is, it has to make sure that whatever activities it does as part of marketing, it does not cause any harm to society, it does not cause any harm to environment. So that is why eco-friendly products are more in demand today. You see, organic products are more in demand today. Fruits and vegetables, they are selling organic fruits and vegetables. They are more in demand today because people are afraid of the chemical fruits and vegetables which have a lot of chemicals in them. People are afraid to have that. So cancer and all those kind of health issues they are facing. So people are more demanding for organic fruits and vegetables, which is grown without any kind of chemicals put into it. Then we saw the new holistic marketing concept. The new concept is taking an integrated approach. That means it considers everything in marketing, everything regarding the company is taken into account when marketing of products is done. So they make sure they do internal marketing of their products and services to the internal employees. Then they make sure that whatever channels they are using to communicate about their products and services, the same message goes through all the channels. And then they also make sure they have good relationship marketing with all their stakeholders, their partners, their customers, their channel members, their internal employees, everybody, government people, whoever are the stakeholders, with all of them they develop good relationship. So by fulfilling these three elements: internal marketing, integrated marketing, and relationship marketing, they hope to achieve performance marketing. That is, the company performs very well, it achieves maximum sales revenue, it achieves a very good brand name, customer equity, it achieves. It also takes care of environment and community and it does its business in an ethical way, in an honest way, and also it follows the legal laws of the country too. So these are all the marketing concepts that we saw in last class. Now we will see another concept, that is which tells about the difference between selling and marketing. What is the difference between the selling concept and the marketing concept? So in the selling concept, it starts from the factory. That is, from the factory, the product is manufactured. So the focus of the company is to manufacture their products. They are focusing on their product manufacturing, and they achieve their profits how? By selling and promoting. That is their means. By selling maximum products and by promoting their products, they hope to achieve the end. That is, get maximum profit through maximum sales. So by achieving maximum sales, they hope to get the maximum profit. So this is how the selling concept functions. Its starting point is from the factory, and through selling and promotion, heavy promotion, it achieves its end, that is profits, by increased sales. So what is the marketing concept? Marketing concept, it starts with the market. So when a company is following a marketing concept, first they identify which market am I going to serve, which market will I target with my product. So first he will find out who is the targeted customer. First he will find out which is the market, and in that market there will be different segments, different groups of people. So he will narrow down and see which group of customers will be my targeted customer. And then he will do research on them to find out their needs, wants and demands. So once he comes to know the needs, wants and demands of his targeted customers, then he starts to do integrated marketing. That is, he starts promoting through various channels about his product, and the same message he makes sure goes through all the channels, whether it is broadcast media, print media or digital media, and then he achieves profits by satisfying customers through his products. So here the marketing concept does not start with the product. Here the selling concept, it starts with the product, manufacture of the product in the factory. Here the marketing concept starts with the market. First they identify who are the targeted customers and what are their needs. Then they do integrated marketing towards them, promotion towards them, and then they satisfy them with their products and thereby achieve profits. So this is how we distinguish or differentiate between the selling concept and the marketing concept. So the same thing, difference between selling and marketing, instead of a diagram, it is given in a tabular column. So the starting point here for the selling concept, it starts after production has taken place. That means in the factory they have produced the products. After producing the products, then they start the selling activities, promotion and all that. And marketing, it starts even before the goods are produced. So even before the products are manufactured, the person who is going to do the business, he may be having a product idea in hand. He may not have started production. So he will have the idea, he would have got the funding, he would have got the finance to start his business, to start his factory production. But before starting all that, he will first identify who will be my targeted customer. who is the customer whom I am going to sell the product to. So first he will do his research on the customers whom I am going to sell to, and then he will find out their needs, wants, and then he will once he comes to know their needs, wants, and he will start his promotion, then he will start manufacturing his products and supplying it to the customers. So when the customers are satisfied, they will bring in more customers, and then they will get more and more sales and profits. So in selling concept, the main focus is to sell the product. So they may have, in selling concept, they have already manufactured the product. The product is lying in the factory, so they want to sell the product. So the main focus is they want to sell the product. Here the focus in marketing concept is they want to satisfy the customer. Their main focus is customer satisfaction. And the means, how do they achieve this? They achieve it in selling concept by doing advertisement, by doing personal selling, by doing sales promotion. All these are different ways of advertising. This I will tell you later what is personal selling, what is sales promotion, what is advertisement. Advertisement, you may already be knowing what ads we see on TV, what ads we see on newspaper, what ads we see on internet. These are all advertisements. So this is the means through which they promote their product and they try to sell their product in selling concept. So in marketing concept, they do integrated marketing. That means they also do promotion of their products through various channels, but they make sure the same message about their product is given through all the channels. So the end for both is profit maximization. Both selling concept, they want to achieve maximum profit. Marketing concept, they want to achieve maximum profit. But in selling concept, they achieve maximum profits through maximum sales of their products. Whereas in marketing concept, they achieve maximum profits by achieving customer satisfaction. By making more and more customers satisfied, they get more and more profits for the company. So this is the another explanation which tells you the difference between selling and marketing. So these are the bullet points which I have prepared, which tells you clearly the difference between selling and marketing. So you can follow either this table for your answer when you want to answer, or you can go for the diagram which I have shown you in the beginning. So both are fine for when you get the question that distinguish between selling and marketing. This table alone will not be sufficient. You will have to take this table along the diagram because very few points are there. So that will not be satisfactory answer to the question that is put to you. So in this table column, the difference between selling and marketing is in bullet points. So selling is mainly concerned with seller's need. So in selling concept, the company is mainly the seller. The seller is only mainly concerned about his needs. He wants to sell maximum profit products. He is not bothered whether customer is satisfied or not, or whether customer wants that product or not. He is not bothered. He is only wanting to sell his product maximum and get maximum profit out of it. In marketing, the company is more concerned about buyer's need. So marketing concept, they are more concerned about their customers, and they are more concerned about satisfying the needs of their customers. So the core business activity in selling concept is the seller. So the main core activity, business activity that takes place in selling concept is the seller, whereas buyer is the core of business in marketing concept. So here the business in marketing concept, the business comes into existence because of the buyer only. The buyer wants the product, he wants to satisfy his need. So because of that, the business comes into existence. So the third difference is surplus goods for sale is important. So in selling a concept, they have lot of goods, they have produced a lot of products and it is excess, they want to sell it off and get maximum profits out of it. Whereas marketing concept, they want to identify the opportunity which is there in the market. For them, that is more important. So they will see what is the opportunity in the market, which product is not there in the market, which product can they manufacture and get satisfy the customers and get maximum profits out of it. So now you see more and more electric cars are coming, electric scooters are coming. So why? Because this is an opportunity in the market. So because of petrol, because of diesel vehicles, there is lot of pollution, there is lot of health issues, there is much more cost involved in purchasing this fuel. So because of all this problems that have come about with the petrol and diesel fuel, there was an opportunity for to to uh, to go for an alternative. The alternative is electric cars and two wheelers. So that is cost effective and that is also not harming the environment. It is also not affecting the health of the people. So that was the market opportunity. So many companies are identifying this as a market opportunity and they are going to on for manufacturing four wheelers and two wheelers which are purely running on electricity. So that is the marketing concept. So the selling concept is a goods producing process. So here in the selling concept, the starting point only is the factory where the goods are produced. Whereas the marketing concept is a customer satisfying process. That means the main focus of the marketing concept is to satisfy their customers. And in selling concept, they want to convert the existing products into money. They want to sell off their products and get money out of it, get profits out of it. Whereas in marketing concepts, they want to convert customer needs into products. So the first thing they identify is who is my target customer in marketing concept. Then they do research on him to find out what needs he has, and based on his needs, they start producing the products. So here the focus of marketing concept is to satisfy customer needs. So marketing mix, that in earlier class we had talked about the four P's. The Nike case study I told you about the four P's, that is price, place, this one place and product and promotion. So that is known as the marketing mix. These four P's are known as the marketing mix. So the marketing mix in selling concept is based on seller's need. So based on the seller's need only, they will produce the product, they will fix the price of the product. Based on the seller's requirement only, they will fix the place where they will sell the product, and how to do the promotion also they will decide based on seller's need. Whereas marketing mix in marketing concept, the four P's are designed based on customer's need. So what is the customer's need? Based on that, the product is designed. What price the customer can pay, that price is fixed. Place where the customer wants to come and buy, that will be the place fixed by the company. How to do the promotion, that will also be fixed according to customer's need. So marketing mix, in marketing concept, the 4 P's are designed as per customer's need. Whereas marketing mix as per seller's need, the 4 P's are designed as per the seller's need. So the cost will determine the price in selling concept. So what is the cost of manufacturing the product? For the seller, he will add a margin and that will be his price. Whereas in marketing concept, the market will determine the price. That means what the customer is ready to pay, at what price is he ready to purchase the product, that will be the price fixed by the company. So that is the difference regarding price in marketing concept and selling concept. In selling concept, all the departments of the company will work independently. They will not have any coordination. They will be doing their work separately. Production department will be doing their production, accounts department will be doing their accounts, marketing will be doing their marketing. So like that, there will be no coordination, no cooperation among the departments. Whereas in marketing concepts, all the departments work together as a team in integrated way, means they all work together as a team to satisfy the customer. So the marketing department will market the goods as per customers' needs. The production department will manufacture as per customers' needs. The accounts and HR, all the other departments will also be functioning in the same way. To satisfy their focus, all the organizational departments will work together to satisfy the customer. So in selling concept, the central function is production. The main function in selling concept is production, whereas the main function in marketing concept is marketing. So more importance is given to marketing in marketing concept, more importance is given to production in selling concept. And in selling concept, customer is the last link. Like we saw in the diagram, it starts from the factory right up to the end, to the customer, the end customer. Whereas the marketing concept, the business starts because of the customer. So customer is the very purpose of business. So the business comes into existence because of the customer. So this is the difference between selling and marketing. This is also a very common question which is asked in your question paper. It can come as a 7 marks question or a 10 marks question. So you can show any of these slides with the diagram, that will be sufficient answer to the question. Now we will go to the marketing process. This is the model of the marketing process. So as you have seen in the marketing, this one earlier, the marketing concept, the process of marketing works like this. That is, first, the company understands the marketplace and they understand what is the target customers' needs and wants. Then they design a strategy. Strategy is a plan, marketing strategy, which is customer driven. That means its main focus is on customers' needs. Based on customers' needs only, they design the marketing strategy. Then they formulate an integrated marketing program. So that means a promotion program where all the channels, they will advertise their products and they will convey the same message to about their products. Then they will build a customer relationship with their customers. That is, by satisfying them, the customers will become loyal customers. They will come back to the company to purchase the product again. So like that, they build profitable relationship. So earlier they used to say customer is king. That was the earlier term which was used to give importance to customer. Customer is king. Nowadays we talk about customer delight. Customer delight is the new term that is used in marketing. That means giving more to the customer than what he expected. So something beyond his expectations, you have to give him so that he gets delighted. He gets very happy and he will become your loyal customer. So this is how the companies build profitable relationship with their customers by delighting their customers, and they provide the products of value to customers, and in turn they get value from customers, that is the money, which is profits for the company. So this is how the modern marketing process works, or this is the marketing process model. So the same thing that is similar to what we have discussed in marketing concept, the same thing is the same thing in diagrammatic form I am telling you. So these are the four activities in marketing process. You analyze marketing opportunities, you select the target markets, you develop the marketing mix, that is, you decide the 4 P's in marketing, and then you manage your marketing efforts. That is how you will develop your integrated promotional program and how you will satisfy your customers. So this is how the marketing process works, the model of marketing process. So the objective of marketing process is to build profitable relationship with their customers. So their main aim of marketing is to get more and more customers who are profitable to them, who will give them long term, will give them more and more business, who will become loyal customers of the company. That is the main objective of marketing in the process. So first the company will select a market, like which market it wants to target. Like if you take Asian market, like Indian Asia, there is so many countries like China, Japan, India, Russia, all these countries are there. So suppose if we take the Indian market, suppose the company selects the Indian market, it will divide the Indian market into different segments. So they will group the market into different segments. They will group the people according to gender, or maybe like male, female, or maybe according to income. They will form different groups of people, or a different age group. They will form the different segments, and then they will choose which segment they are going to target with their product. And whichever is the targeted segment that they have chosen, they will do research on that segment and find out the needs and wants of that particular segment, what is their needs and wants, and then they will design strategies to serve that chosen segment profitably. So this is a 3-step process. That is, first they segment the market, then they target the market, and then they position their product in that market. So this 3-step process, another short form is known as STM. That is, S stands for segment, T stands for target, and STP, sorry, and P stands for position, positioning the product in the consumer's mind. So this is how the company goes about first market segmentation, then target market, and then market positioning. So market segmentation, like I told you, it is a process of dividing the heterogeneous market. Heterogeneous means there is a mix of all age group of people, different income people, people residing in different areas, geographical areas, all genders, everything. So this is the mix of the market. So that heterogeneous market is divided into small groups, and each group is known as a segment, and each segment will have homogeneous customers. That means each segment, suppose if you take as per age group, suppose if you take 1 to 5 years, or 0 to 5 years one age group, then 5 to 10, then 10 to 15, like that you divide the different age group. You group the each group will be known as a segment. So in each group, the customers who come into that segment, they will be known as homogeneous customers, because all are similar, same age group. They are having the similar behavior. They are having the similar characteristics, like that. So if you take the car market is divided into different segments. You have one segment, the small cars, then another segment, the family cars, then you have the luxury cars. So like that, the car market is divided into different segments. So a car manufacturer will see which segment can I target my car with. So if it is Tata Nano, then he will say I'll go for the small car segment. Or if it is a BMW, then he will say I'll go for the luxury car segment. So like that, market segmentation is done. Then the target market is, after you have chosen which segment am I going to target, you find out whether that segment is attractive, whether that segment will continue to give you profits. So if you take, suppose you have according to age group, you take an old age group segment, then there is a very less chance that you will get for a long period profits from this group, because it's an old age segment. Old people are there, they are not going to be alive for very long, so how long can they give profits to the company? So like that, you have to see each segment, see the attractiveness of each segment, how much profit they can get from each segment, and then they should decide whether they will not choose one segment. The companies choose two or three segments in a market, and then they will see they will evaluate the profits, what they will get from each segment, and from that they will choose one or two segments. So there will be special segments, that is known as market niche, like for luxury products like Dado watches or premium cars. These are luxury products, everybody cannot purchase it. So diamond jewelry, these and all are purchased by a small group of customers. Everybody cannot purchase them because they are so expensive. So such small segments which has very less number of customers, that is known as market niche. So companies will also serve small special segments, which is also known as market niche. So this is how the target marketing is done. Then the market positioning. After deciding which segment am I going to target, they have finally decided that the one or two segments are the most profitable segments. So I will sell my products over there. Then they will position their product in the minds of consumers over there in that particular segment. That is known as market positioning. So in comparison to competitors' products, they will position their product in the minds of consumers. So like how this what do you say, the healthy products, Ayurvedic products, which were sold, which are sold in the market, they have a different position. Like if you take the Ayurvedic cosmetics, they occupy a different position. in the minds of consumers as compared to competitors. The other, they will say we are the healthier cosmetics, which will not cause any harm to you, which will not cause any side effect to you. So like that, they will be positioned in the minds of customers, the herbal cosmetics, like they call it. So in comparison to competitors, like this, the products are positioned into the consumer's mind. So how they position? Through advertisement, through continuous advertisement by various channels. They will continuously advertise their product and position it into the minds of consumers, so that the consumers can immediately recall the name of that product when whenever they see the product or whenever they hear about the product, immediately the name will come to their mind. So this is how market positioning is done. That is, they create a position in the minds of consumers regarding their product. So I will stop here, and we will continue in the next class. Did you understand what I taught till now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So I'll stop now.